You're watching Detroit's own WHPR TV. Detroit Live.
Let's talk with Robert and Precious.
Yeah.
Let's talk with Robert and Precious.
We'll be sitting back and enjoy real time.
Let's talk with Robert and Precious. Let's talk with Robert and Precious.
Discussing politics and things that make us tick.
Let's talk with Robert. Let's talk with Precious. Let's talk with Robert and
Now welcome to
Precious.
the
Good afternoon and welcome to the Robert and Precious Show. She's not with us today, so Alonzo is here to fill in for her, you know.
Sir. Yes, sir.
So how you doing, Alonzo?
I'm great. This what's this? The evening, morning?
No,
What
it's
is this?
afternoon.
Oh, afternoon. Okay. I do so much. My mind is being places.
But right now your mind got to be right here on this TV
right,
show.
I'm on the Robert Show. Right.
That's right.
Right. Okay.
Right. No, just not Robert now. Let's not forget about
Right,
Precious.
Robert and Precious.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
I
yes.
got you.
So what's been going on?
Man, a whole lot, man. You been watching TV lately?
No.
Oh man, Mr. Franklin, you gotta watch some TV. You understand what's out here?
When do you have time to watch TV? You say you always so busy.
You know what? This morning I watched the originals or something like that about vampires. I know that's like so
Lord,
sci-fi.
help you,
I know, but it
help
was
you.
good. It's about a baby getting killed and all type of
I'm
crazy.
gonna help you. ain't nothing precious about a baby getting killed. now.
That's true. That's true. But it was good though. It was good.
I'm gonna leave that alone. Whatever you say. So how was Father's Day?
You tell me you got say nah. Father's Day was real good, Elder Franklin.
That's good.
Father's
That's
Day. I
good.
spent some time with my child. Went to church. We, it was real good.
Oh, that's good. I got a lot of gifts I wasn't expecting, but it was good to me.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. Well, my anniversary is this month.
I'm excited for it. I was thinking the other day because you had LaBrittany on your show. You had who else you had on your show? You had LaBrittany on your show. You had Bianca Bad. You had some people on your show that that they're gonna come out and they're gonna support you.
Well, I hope so.
They are.
Because
They
it's
are.
going to be a big celebration.
Yeah.
I got a venue, it's the Love Walk Cafe over on Hopper and
Yeah.
3 Mile Drive, right on the corner. Going to be September the 20th.
I'm
That's a
excited.
Wednesday, everybody. September the 20th. That's a Wednesday evening from 6 to 10. You're going to come celebrate with me. I got to celebrate 1 year on this TV station.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You are watching WHPR TV 33, and we'll be right back.
Beat 'em up, man.
Wonder how I'ma get out, or should I stay right in the same place? Oh,
What if you had a chance to do it all over? What if you found that chance to make things right? To take back from what the enemy has stole from you. It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. So the battle of righteousness is yours. And we take it by force.
Dainty Love, one of the flyest boutiques out here.
Sexy señorita. Salsa, damn, salsa, 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 damn, salsa, salsa, damn, salsa.
Song about love.
Sexy señorita.
In the shop with us.
Salsa, 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 damn, salsa, salsa, damn, salsa. Sexy señorita. Salsa, damn, salsa, 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 damn, salsa, salsa, damn, salsa. Sexy señorita. Salsa, damn, salsa, 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 damn, salsa.
Dainty Love, one of the flyest boutiques out here.
Stacking up my chips and cheese makers.
Well, welcome back to the Robert and Precious Show. We have a good show for you today. We have with us today Jarrell Gordy, who is a dancer and a choreographer with the Detroit Pistons. That's where he works, and we're glad to have you, so welcome.
I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. It's our pleasure. Lonzo?
So you ain't like nervous at all?
Nervous for what?
I'm just kidding. He's a professional. This is a close friend of mine. I always get on his nerves. I talk about how tall he is because I'm so short. I'm jealous secretly, you know. But let's get to these questions. Go ahead.
Okay. Gordy, tell us a little about yourself.
Well, been born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. I'm 28 years of age. I've been dancing professionally for about, I want to say 14 years.
Oh, wow.
I started off very independently. I would say that I have no like training as far as like ballet or
Oh,
jazz
you have
or
no
anything like that.
professional
I
No
didn't know.
professional
I see. I
training.
didn't know that. Wow.
No, self-taught and everything. So
Oh, wow. Wow.
I started like back in 2006, and then after that, I kind of just took it and ran with it. Basically, I've been teaching ever since.
So how did you get into it?
Well, one of my best friends, her name is Francine. She brought me to a place called Star Factory.
Oh, Star Factory.
Yes, Star Factory is the place to be.
Yeah, we know about Star Factory. We've had a lot of people from the Star Factory.
Brandon
on
is the
this
man.
show.
Yeah, shout out to Brandon. Basically, he had a company called Core, and that's basically how I got introduced to it, because they were looking for just dancers throughout the whole city of Detroit to just come in and just be a part of a movement. And I kind of didn't know what I was getting myself into until I joined. But from there, we just basically just kind of just danced around, learned choreography. No actual like training as far as like ballet and whatnot.
Okay.
I was always just good at just dancing around anyway, so I kind of have a sense of knowing how to pick up choreography anyway. So
Well, you got good rhythm, in other
I have
words.
amazing rhythm. Yes.
Let me say. let me say this. He said he have not taken like modern or ballet or whatever. If you watch his clips, this man can do like this spin. It's a ballet spin. So he's like, I didn't know you was
No, I
taught
kind
in
of
class. Like
I
that.
kind of just turn and just hope I don't fall out of it.
Well, you know, it's a gift from God.
Absolutely.
And you know, once He endows you with something, you can't lose it as long as you keep Him in your life.
Yeah.
That's right, and that's right. And I'm all about just protecting what my image is anyway, you know, so I would never put myself out there to look any kind of way other than
Professional.
good and professional.
So how did you come by getting into the Pistons, getting with the Pistons?
Well,
Who did you kill?
I didn't have to do anything. But I auditioned. They were actually looking for hip-hop dancers. I've been with them since 2012. And I auditioned. Of course, that was like my first actually big audition. I've auditioned for a lot of other things, but as far as the NBA, like that was my first time actually putting myself out there to be judged, basically. And there was a lot of auditioners. I believe I came down to like the last 12, and I didn't think I was going to make it through. You know,
Okay.
like I said, it was my first time actually like doing something as big as that, and then
Are you the
actually
only
made the
male
cut.
dancer?
Absolutely not.
No.
Well, see, I've never been
absolutely
to a
not.
Pistons game.
Really?
No,
You need to
never.
change that.
Oh, now that they're in the city, you know,
Absolutely.
I'll be going. It's
You don't got to make that
easier
drive
to
down
get there.
75.
But no, I didn't know that they had other male dancers.
Oh yeah,
I have
definitely.
a question. I have
Yes.
a question because you're known in your community and in other communities as well. What is the one thing that some don't know about you that you would like them to know about you?
Well, I mean, I think of myself as a mentor, just because I have been doing this for so many years or whatnot, and everyone who comes into contact with me, you know, I automatically become like a father figure in a sense.
Okay.
Just because there's not a lot of, how should I say this? There's not a lot of leading dance instructors as far as like what I do in the city of Detroit. So the fact that they're able to come to me and learn what they're not getting is enough in itself, you know.
So what do that do for them, and what do that do for you? Like, do that raise your value as a dancer?
You know, it makes me appreciate what I have, the gift that I have, a lot more. Just because I have been doing this for so many years and nothing has went wrong since. You know?
Oh wow, that's good.
So
that's good.
I honestly have been changing lives for as
wow.
long as I've been doing it. Like I have so many testimonial stories from people who say that I changed their lives, and you know, me just being the person that I am, you know, it's great.
Of course
to
it
receive
is.
that
Of
type
course
of
it-
acknowledgement,
Of
you
course.
know.
Any time you can impress someone or you can give someone strength or lead them and guide them and direct them, that's always a plus. Always.
Absolutely,
Always.
and I do not take it lightly at
You
all.
shouldn't, because
So
that
you
comes from
don't
God.
regret it.
Absolutely
So
not.
so you wouldn't pick another career path for nothing.
No, just like how you said, I feel like this is my calling. You know, so there's no way I'm going to fight what my calling is.
He made a status the other day, and his status was really profound. I told him I was going to talk about this on the show. He made a status, and the status said that people asked me why haven't I left Detroit, because he's really a great dancer, and people asked him why haven't he went to L.A. or Atlanta where dance is popping, and his response was, it's because if I leave, then who would govern? Who would be left to fill the spot? Who would be left to be a leader in his environment? And I thought that was very
Oh, that's a plus.
responsible
That's
of
a
you.
plus.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
And like I said, like I also said in my status too, like I've been asking myself that for years, and I've never come up with the answer. And just recently, I actually just finally came to the understanding, like, wow, I actually know the answer to this now, because I just feel like, yes, there are leaders here, but I'm one of like the more consistent instructors who's been teaching classes like
I
every
agree.
single week.
I'm a
every
witness.
single week.
I agree.
For years.
So where do you teach?
I teach out of a number of places. I teach in Oak Park at Collective Studios. I'm actually a professor now at Wayne State University. It's my second year.
Wow.
He's professional.
I'm a dance instructor in Waterford at the Dance Place, LTD. So I've been teaching a lot of places. I'm still doing them. Still
That's
going strong
good.
too.
That's really
I want to
good.
put something on the table here about this young man. I want to put something on the table here. In my opinion, and what I have grown to know, because Gordy know me from being behind scenes, recording performances, being in performances, dancing with dancers. I think Gordy is. I know people gonna kill me for saying this, but I think he's one of the greatest choreographers Detroit have seen. That's my opinion.
Wow. Thank
and
you.
And you entitled.
And I believe that Detroit and everyone around him need to get behind him and help him build, not just him, but build anything else that he need building, because as you can see, he's very conscious. He's
yeah.
very responsible
Oh, yeah.
socially, to say that about.
And we got to learn how to support one another. you know,
Absolutely.
and not be jealous.
It's very important. I feel like
Because
that's very
what
important.
tears people down,
Absolutely.
being jealous. And you don't have to be jealous of anyone, because your craft is just as good as anyone else's.
I totally agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
And you reaching out to give back to your community and whatnot. It's not dampering or dimming your light at all.
Not at all.
It's
Not at all.
we should be about giving and helping and nourishing and just all things positive. And there's nothing wrong with giving back. Absolutely
Not at
nothing.
all. Not
You
at
gotta
all.
love this guy. You gotta
Oh,
love
yeah,
this
you
guy.
got to.
Look
Now,
how
I
responsible
need to
he
know
is.
one thing.
Yes.
Are you married? Do you have a family?
I'm very, very single. No
You
kids.
hear that, ladies?
Very, very single. No kids. Very just independent right now. Really focused on my career and my craft right now. Just developing that. And then who knows after that, once that takes off, then we'll see what happens.
Okay. It's been such a pleasure having Gordy with us on this afternoon.
He'll be back.
When the Pistons restart, they're not finished yet, though, are they?
Well, they're moving into a new arena, so once
September.
once that season starts, it's going to be up and up and up from there.
So we want to go down and we want to go see him. And we're getting ready for our world news segment.
First, give them your social.
Oh
and all
yeah,
that good stuff.
Well, I work out of two social networks. One's Facebook. It's my actual real name, Jarrell Gordy. That's Jarell Gordy, like Barry Gordy.
Okay.
Related?
Maybe.
We'll see. And my
like it.
my Instagram. My Instagram is at @thereal_J Gordy.
Okay, we're going to come right back. And Gordy's not finished with us yet. He's going to come back later on. But we're going to get ready for our world news segment. And we're going to be right back with you. So stay tuned. And as I always say, go call the neighbor, go call a friend. And wow, tell them we're on the air. All right.
Robert and Precious.
With Robert and Precious, we travel all around the world, from city to city, state to state, to bring you the world news. Come on and tune in. You need to find out what's going on. And you're watching WHPR TV 33, Comcast 91. Let's talk with Robert and Precious.
This is our world news segment. And we have with us now Erica Crawford, and she's going to let us know our topic and what we're going to be discussing. Good afternoon, Erica.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Robert. Hi, Alonzo.
Looking good over there.
Thank you. Well, you know, I'm trying to be like you when I grow up, so you know.
Robert is the man. Look at him,
The
sparkling.
man, the man with the plan.
And you know, I appreciate all of that. You know, I'm a little vain, so you know I'm going to accept that.
Oh, wow. Wow, so we're going to talk about world news. Well, it's going to be really local news as well. But
Okay.
according to NBC News, African American communities, neighborhoods, and schools have very low quality infrastructure.
Okay.
Okay. Infrastructures are things such as buildings, roads, bridges, and power supplies. These communities desperately need investments. But of course, like we've been talking about, the new Trump proposal and his budget, he is not going to work seriously to address the needs of the African American communities. What is your view on that, Robert?
Oh, that's sad. That's very, very sad, because I take it this way. You can't do nothing without us. You can't do nothing without us, so you may as well try to get on board with us and try to help us to succeed into progress, because we're part of this nation.
You're absolutely correct.
I love that. You said that you can't do nothing without us. It took us to make this. You know what I
Of
mean?
course.
And I think, honestly, it's not surprising.
Okay.
It's not surprising. I mean, look who we fooling with. You know, he has showed us time after time that he's not for us. He put a big front up, like if he's with us by taking a picture, and then next thing you know, he'd do nothing for us. So it's not for me. I still can sleep at night, because it's like, all right.
I know that's right.
It's crazy because, you know, according to the American Society of Civil Engineers, they said that it takes about $2 trillion to reconstruct the infrastructure back to a good condition. It takes $2 trillion.
Right.
But of course, when Trump did his campaign, he promised, I'm going to do $1 trillion. But once he got elected and actually did this Trump budget, he's only going to give $200 billion.
Wow.
That's not nearly enough money to rebuild our community.
He doesn't care.
But you know what? I'm gonna take this time and do the opposite and appreciate just that.
Okay.
You know, what else can you ask from a man like that, or from his team that comes on CNN and lies or don't tell the whole truth? What else can you really ask for? Anything you get out of him is a blessing at this point. You know, we don't have Barack, and no, we don't have whoever else is cool to you.
But you know, that only means that we have to pull together.
Yeah.
do.
And we got to work together, and we got to do this for ourselves.
You're right. And
because
that
we see that he has no interest.
You're right, and that was my next point. What can we do? First of all, charity starts at home.
That's right.
We have to start helping each other. We need to go to the center, get a crowd of people, and go to your local senator, your governor, your state representative. You know, we have a voice in our own community.
Most definitely.
You know, and guess what? We could start our own campaign. You know, because we already see they're not going to look after us.
That's
so
right.
we need to look after ourselves. You know,
Very much
and that
so.
I wanted to bring this segment to let you know how the new proposal is going to affect us, but we can still rise from this.
Most definitely.
We still can
Most
rise from
definitely.
this, you know. And before the question today, I'm just excited, you know, I'm here doing this because the more I do it, the more I am informed of what's going on
Of course,
with the world
of course.
and with, you know, locally in our backyard.
And
you
that's
know.
what
It make
a
you care
lot
more,
of us
don't it?
have
It
to
does.
do.
It does.
A lot of us have to keep up with the news and know what's going on, so we'll know how to prepare ourselves.
You're right.
You know,
you're
and a
right.
lot of us don't do that.
Because
No,
you know
not
what?
at all.
Because you know what, Mr. Robert. Some people don't. We live in this society, and we don't think things can get worse. You know, that's somewhat of our imagination goes everywhere else but reality at times. We live in our crafts, we live in our jobs, and we don't think that what we have can be taken away. We don't think that we can go to like a third world country. Like they don't think that's possible. Like no, this history repeats itself.
Anything is possible.
You better
But you got to work
Yeah.
towards that
And
to
Alonzo,
better yourself.
He's correct, but sometimes we have to be put in position to really band together and unite.
Very much so.
And
Very
work
much
hard
so.
and do something else. Get
Yeah.
up our comfort zone.
Right,
And make a
right.
difference for real.
We may fall, but we got to learn how to get back
That's
up
it.
Preach
and
it,
keep
preach it.
pressing and keep going and getting higher and higher.
Let me
You
get
know,
let me get my
Yeah.
offering.
right? Y'all terrible. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these two. These are my producers, so you know, so you'll know. You know.
Yes, but I guess this will be what the question of the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I want to say this. I think this is a very important segment because us, when I say us, I mean us as Black Americans, should know what's going on in our
Yeah. Of
city.
course, most
In this
definitely.
platform, we should be responsible. We can have jokes and be fun like everyone
yeah,
else,
yeah.
but in this
We
platform, it should be. We should take this opportunity
true.
and use our voice.
Very much so.
You
We
know.
can't always be serious. We got to have some fun sometimes.
You're
you know.
right. You're right.
But yeah,
Laughter is good for the soul.
It
They
is.
tell me, you know.
I laugh a lot.
So we're getting ready for our question of the
that
day.
question of the day.
Question of the day. One another good segment in our
is a
show.
good
you
segment.
know.
It
is a
Another
good
good
segment.
segment in our show.
Go ahead.
We want to shout out to Paris. Precious, excuse me. We're sorry you couldn't be here today, but
That's
you're with
okay.
us and we're thinking about you. You know, Alonzo told me he was going to be you today, sitting next to me. And, you know, I looked at him, I said, by no means. By no means. By no means.
out me like that. Let's get to the question of the day. Let's get to
Okay.
the go home.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll be back with the question of the
short.
day.
Let's talk about love, politics, dreams, and things. Family, entrepreneurs, and everything.
Let's talk about money, cars, clothes, you name it. We got it on the Robert Show.
Okay, we're back with, and Gordy's back with us. And
I'm back.
Our question of the day is it okay to date broke?
No, is it easy?
Well, same difference, same difference. Is it easy to date when you're broke? That's our question
That
of the
is the
day.
same difference. You're
Same-
right.
yeah.
You're right. You're right. That is the same difference. You're right.
You know?
What you think? Is it easy? Is it okay? Is it
Ooh, the struggle.
the struggle? The struggle is real.
The struggle is very real at that moment. I won't say that it's easy, but what I will say is, you know, we do have people who don't mind, I guess, taking the leadership role of, you know, being the provider. I would say I'm not saying that it's not possible, but you do have those who don't mind doing it. Now, I'm also going to say that we're all human.
Yeah.
Oh, very much so.
So at some point, you know, we're gonna be looking like, okay, now where's the other half gonna come from? When is it gonna come? You know, because I mean, I'm not saying the other person should just sit back and just receive it all. You know, there should be some attempt at, you know, making some money to provide for both, I would say. So yeah, it's not easy, you know.
But it can be.
Only for those.
It can be easy because you got to learn how to be creative.
Yeah.
How to be creative, and you know, no one has to really know that you don't have anything.
That's
you know,
true.
you can go on a picnic, just pack up some things from the house,
True.
and go out on a picnic, you know, and just have a good time. There are very many ways where you can date and not have any money. You just got to be creative.
Cause ask me, I know. All right. You know how long I didn't have a job? I had to play like if. I had to let them see some type of something, and what I do is I go to like off-brand stores.
Oh, okay.
So and I got crafty too with it. You know what I said? I made me.
You're very creative with dressing
like back
it up.
in the day, like when they had FUBU, I had BooFu. You know what I mean? Like
But you don't think people would notice that?
You know the colors. They just look at colors. That's all time we got. Of course.
Boy, that went by so quick. That quick. We were just getting into it.
Just getting started.
Getting into it. We're going to have to come back to this question later on, you know, because it's a good topic.
Yeah.
And I know how to date broke.
Come on.
All right now, come on.
You know,
Teach me.
I got a lot of age and a lot of experience
You teach
on,
me,
you, on
please.
you guys, you know. So we're going to close this segment for right now. We want to thank you for watching the Robert and Precious Show. Thank you, Gordy, for being with us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for filling in today.
No problem.
Precious, we love you. And once again, you have been watching TV 33. WHPR.
Let's talk with Robert and Precious.
Yeah.
Let's talk with Robert and Precious.
We'll be sitting back and enjoy real time.
Let's talk with Robert and Precious. Let's talk with Robert and Precious.